I get drunk. I play funk. I tell lies. I get high. I never try. I let loose. Wild goose. I take a ride. I nearly die. I get bumped. Shut up. I call in sick. Suck my dick. I kick your ass. Smoke your mother's grass. Stay up late. I masturbate. I look great. Straight hate. Get laid. Get paid. Taco loco. Johnny Yoko. Nice dinner. What are you up to, Skinner? I get drunk. I play funk. Stay away from the phone. Just leave me alone. I'm living large. Bitch, I'm in charge. I light an incense. With Gene Vincent. Get the notion. Rub on it in the lotion. Keep it busy. Pump is busy. I thank God for a hot ride. Come on your face. Play the funky bass. I've told you. Say what? No. Love metal. Heavy metal. Nice sweater. double G's the letter. I make a fire. Cool desire. I speculate. Ejaculate. I get drunk. I play funk. I get high. I make it cry.
Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. They flipped the bitch switch. We've already won this fight. We've already won this battle. We are not going back, not on our watch. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. We will. I will
do it
fuck
live.
it. I will write it and we'll fucking do it live.
And we'll fucking do it live.
I really am waiting for a scandal to break of Mike Johnson.
Oh
Because
yeah, I
there's
think
gotta be
it's coming.
something.
It's coming. We were having so much fun before the show, so we can't even stop. Welcome to 21st Century Suffragettes. I'm Diane Russell. We got Benny Loco in the house. We got Spy Ken as usual in the house. And we've got a new guest with us today. We got Lindsay Leiter. You might know her from the chats. So say hi all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? You're in Tulsa?
Woo-hoo! Represent and Tulsa. I
Represent.
am.
Tell me, Lindsay.
Thank you
Yep.
for letting me join y'all today.
Pleasure
thank
to
you
have
for
you,
coming. Yeah, thanks for coming.
joining us.
Yeah, and well, and I just told her, I said, "Oh, your basketball team got in the finals," and she's like, "What?" Like, I have no
Yay!
idea. Okay, woohoo! But I did tell her
Good for them.
that your Oklahoma City based podcast, IHIP podcast or IHIP News, they're at 825,000 subscribers. So you guys go over there and get them to 1 million subscribers, because they're just two ladies from Oklahoma. They're blue dots in a red state, and by God, they are feisty, and I love them to bits. So
And they know their shit. They know their
Yes,
shit.
they
They are speaking truth here from Oklahoma.
Yeah. And I absolutely love those ladies. So go over there and help them get to 1 million. Here I am. We just got to 1,000. We're at 1,000. Like, go over there and
Yay!
get them to 1 million. So we got a shit ton. Yeah. We got a shit ton to talk about because we haven't been on since last Thursday. So we have everything that happened over the weekend. First things first, I already sent Tony 2 pictures. One of DINKY with his mouth gaping open at the funeral in a blue suit. Oh my God. It was like, I'm like, you're such a fucking embarrassment, dude. Like, you couldn't be more embarrassing if you tried. He threw a fit and that he was going to be in 3rd row. So they put him smack dab in the middle where you can't miss his fucking dumbass in his fucking blue suit. And Spiken said that they're photoshopping people in wearing blue suits now. I haven't seen it yet, but I bet I will.
There were other people that, okay, so the memo was dark suit. I know everyone says black suit, but it was dark suit. He
Thank you,
has a
Petrozzi.
bright blue suit on.
Yeah.
Other people have navy suits on, but
Yeah.
his is like clearly brighter than.
Yeah, the guy behind him has a navy suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw someone say, whenever he's sleeping with his mouth open, that maybe he was just waiting for communion, and I died laughing.
Oh, well, and somebody else said on, like, I don't know, it was a post somewhere, and they said that's the first time he slept next to Melania in a long time.
Oh. I mean, truth. It's true. And she was there and that was her birthday. That was her birthday. Can you imagine that's what you had to do for your birthday?
I don't understand.
He actually forgot. It was reporters who reminded him that her birthday was coming up. He completely forgot about it.
Oh, God, what an idiot. You're such
an
Thank you,
asshole.
Petrozzi. Thank you for the gifted subs, Petrozzi.
Yes, thank you, honey. I just a total embarrassment. He sticks his foot in it all the time. You got China totally trolling JD Vance with the makeup and the lingerie and the oh my God. It's really like these AI, there's hundreds of them. They are they're all over the place. You can't go anywhere without seeing one.
They're brilliant too.
They are so good.
Thank you, China.
When they're also trolling us by sending 200,000 empty shipping containers.
Empty shipping containers.
So,
No,
to the
that's not
Western
for
ports.
us. Yeah, that's not to us. That's not to the people. That's to Donnie to show
Yeah.
him. Look, motherfucker, you ain't got nothing in control.
You ain't got no cards.
We're in control.
We got the cards.
That's right. Motherfucker.
I saw Scott Bessent today say, oh, well, the stores surely bought tons of inventory before now. They'll be fine. Don't worry about stores running out of stuff. Okay.
It'll be
Bullshit.
6 weeks. 6 weeks at most.
Yeah,
6
they're
weeks.
saying the end of May, we're going to have empty shelves. So do all your shopping now.
Yep.
By the way,
I was going to say, make lots of potato soup and freeze it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I by the way, I love McCormick products, right? All your spices, right? The McCormick brand, right? So I'm like, oh my God, I have this big thing. I love this salad supreme. Okay, it's a mixture. I put it on my salad. You can put it on other things too, by the way. Anyway, it's just like one of my favorite things in the world. And I always get a big thing of it because I use it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running out. And I'm like, Tony, don't forget that this is what the salad supreme looks like. And so he goes to the store. He's like, there's no fucking McCormick products. They're all made and shipped out of Canada.
Woo!
So if you want your spices, ladies and gentlemen, you better go out because nobody told me.
Right
Nobody
now.
gave me the fucking heads up. I'm giving you guys the heads up. If you like your Montreal, Tony calls it Montreal for your steaks, Montreal, like any spices or whatever, go buy them. Go fucking stock up, okay? Because nobody gave me the heads up. I'm giving you the heads up. So, yeah, it's going through the spice container, the spice drawer now, figuring out what I'm going to run out of and stocking up on it. What can I say? Yeah, Beckett and I were talking earlier, like, yeah, we're going to be eating bland food and everything's going to have E. coli, so we'll have explosive fucking diarrhea and no fucking toilet paper. Because all our toilet paper comes from
your
Canada.
water's going to give you dysentery. Yeah.
It's gonna
Are we having fun yet?
Evidently, making America great again means putting us all on the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, putting us all in danger. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Warning! Danger,
It's a total shit show.
You're tampering with an alien dimensional scanner.
Yeah, Pam on Blue Sky said the World Cup and the Olympics need to be moved to another country. It will not be safe in the United States for any foreign athlete or visitor, and no one should be rewarding our horrific behavior with tourist dollars. And they're saying we're going to lose the money we lose in tourism alone, just from DINKY, in 1 year is going to be $60 billion with a B dollars. $60 billion. Just imagine. And we already have, nobody's going to Florida anymore for spring break. We've got Canadians who are selling their properties in southern states because they would, it's fucking cold as shit. It's colder than a witch's tit in goddamn Canada. Cold it is in Michigan and Canada's north of us. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
It's cold and there's a lot of fucking snow. So they go down and they, they're snowbirds and they go down south. They're selling all their fucking properties. They don't.
Yep.
So it's a total.
I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. But
and they're getting harassed in Florida, from what I hear. If people see a Canadian license plate, they're like following them and jeering at them and threatening them whenever they are seen because that's where MAGA lives.
And we're all like, all the Democrats are like, oh my God, Canada, we're so fucking sorry. We're totally apologizing for everything. It's not all Americans, please. It's not. Sorry.
When you've got Switzerland telling us thank you because all of our tourism dollars are going to the UK.
Yep.
The EU.
And I imagine a lot of Canadians go to Mexico. Like they're just gonna skip the beaches here altogether.
Hop right over us.
Yep.
Go to fucking Cancun or Cozumel.
They can come to California too.
Yes, they can come up. Heck, even I saw Gavin Newsom even make a plea like, I know you don't want to go to the other states, but please come here.
And we should congratulate Canada for voting in the Liberal Prime Minister yesterday. Thank you, Canada. I'm so happy for you. Really fucking jealous, but I'm really happy.
Congratulations. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you for not taking the idiot route like America did.
Like America.
We're going to need their help. Honestly, we are going to need
We are going to need their help.
Yeah.
We may need you guys to 1812 our White House again. Just
Oh, God.
Like that there.
Right there. I did see that Pierre Poilievre lost not only his the election, but lost his seat
in
as
Parliament.
well.
Yes.
He's out. Goodbye.
I like those
Love
rules.
it.
You're kicked out. You're kicked out of the whole shebang.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Canada don't like
Affirmation.
Nazis. Yeah, not like MAGA.
I think it's a total referendum on Dinky. They see what's going on down here, and they're like, we don't want that shit up here.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I also really thought it was funny that yesterday, the day of the election, Dinky tweeted out like the whole 51st state again and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Pure Polio was like, shut up, dude. Like today people are voting. Today is the time it matters. And he still lost.
Oh my God, does anybody have that post? Because it was epic. The whole beginning of it. He was acting like he was running.
Yes.
You should vote for like me. It was kind of like that. And you should vote to be the 51st state. And like, no. I don't know one fucking Canadian who wants to fucking be the 51st state.
No,
I don't know
me
Not a
one
one.
fucking person in Greenland that wants to become part of the United States. And I certainly don't know anybody in fucking Panama Canal who's going to deal with Dinky's bullshit. They're
Yeah.
like, fuck you. I don't care.
Or Greenland for that matter.
Didn't I say Greenland?
Yeah.
10,000 people per resident for Greenland.
No,
No, the answer
$10,000.
still no. $10,000. Yeah.
$10,000 to every person in Greenland if we just let them walk in there and take over. And the other thing that kills me is the $5,000 for women to have babies. Well, you fucking dumb motherfucker. You know what? Maybe if it didn't cost $15,000-$20,000 to have a kid in the first place, just the hospital bill alone,
Right.
You could talk. But no, you're gonna $5,000. $5,000. A baby shits out $5,000 in fucking a year. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah, by the time a kid is 18 years old, you've spent like $250,000 on.
Oh, it's more than that now.
Easy.
You got to have $100,000
Yeah.
a year to
200,000
fucking spend on a kid. Now.
And you know the absurdity of offering a $5,000 child credit, which I guess is how he's trying to do this. But when he's taking away WIC, he's taking away food stamps, he's taking away Medicaid, which I don't know if any of you guys really know this, but the majority of children, especially here in the South, after they are born, their health insurance comes from Medicaid.
That's right.
So all these babies being born, they're not going to feed them. They're not going to make sure they have health care, but they'll give you $5,000, which again has not passed. And I would be shocked if he ever makes that actually happen.
They keep saying even maggots still believe that they're going to get $5,000 from Elon and Dinky.
I know.
Why do you think this?
That guy in that really nice car that I told him to suck my non-existent dick to.
Yeah.
Well, I said that to him because he said to me, "Oh, you'll spend that $5,000 check you're going to get." I was like, suck my non-existent dick. You ain't getting $5,000. I ain't getting $5,000. Nobody's getting $5,000. So take your fucking happy hoe ass home in your beautiful car.
You asshole that you don't deserve because you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to end up having to sell that beautiful car probably before this is all
I
over.
know. For a fraction of what it's worth, because
Pennies on the dollar.
Bottom's gonna drop out of it.
Yeah.
When I keep hearing their primary talking point is, short-term pain for long-term gain. And every single time I hear one of these motherfuckers say this, I just remind them that, after the Great Depression, when Republicans thought we needed short-term pain, the Democrats had very long-term gains. And that's what they're actually speaking to when they say that. So, when all is said and done, Republicans will never have the power that they did because they gave it all to Dinky and he fucked everybody with it.
Yeah.
Yep. And wait until he starts arresting Supreme Court judges. What are we going to do then?
Well,
Right.
if go ahead, arrest fucking Clarence Thomas. He's a criminal. He belongs in fucking jail. After the fucking documentary we just watched. Are you kidding me? Along with
Please
Leonard Leo
block
and
him
Harley
down the
Crow.
stairs.
What was that?
I said, please perp walk him down the stairs.
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
Wouldn't that be fun?
Cash Patel
I-
putting
I-
out
I-
that picture is totally not cool. And that's why he took it down. I mean, he's a fucking they're all nightmares. Every single one of them.
Mm.
And Gorka saying if you talk bad about the regime that you gonna get arrested.
Yeah, if that's not dictatorial.
Arrest me, motherfucker. Arrest me.
Yeah.
Come arrest me, please.
Right.
Come get me. I got a posse back here. Come get me. Come on. I dare you. Motherfuckers.
I know. Well,
I'm waiting.
This is the
I'm
time,
waiting for my door to come in.
This is the time that we unapologetically stand up for fucking democracy. It's that or dictatorship, and we do it now or never. We'll never
That's
get it
right.
back. So it's like it's go time. I was like, for the next fucking year, I don't care how hard, how fucking tired, how exhausted we are, we're gonna fucking kick ass. Okay? And like I really want to push it. You know, I want to push the buttons. You know, because I'm sick and tired of living this way. I know everybody else here is sick and tired of living this way. And we got a fucking moron. The Guardian came out with an article saying Trump says he fears Putin may be tapping me along. After
Nobody's heard of that. What does that mean?
I don't know. By the way, what's his name? Keith Olbermann was like, there's no reference to this. He even looked it up in Russian to see if it was a term that Russians use. You know what I mean? Like it's just a like slang. What the fuck does tapping me along mean? It's not even a real expression. You mean, you know, dragging me along? Is that what you mean? Like, or tapping that ass? Because
bringing me along.
He's tapping that ass. He's tapping me along. He keeps tapping my ass and fuck.
So strange. Hey,
It's so strange.
did you see JB Pritzker's speech the other day?
I did.
Whenever he was like, I don't normally call for this, but people need to get in the streets.
Yep.
Like, I never thought I would see the day where I'd be calling people to get in good trouble, but the time has come.
Thank
Dude,
you, John.
I'm gonna tell everybody if you don't know by now. I don't fuck around. I go out of my house every day, and every day I approach these motherfuckers. Every day I hand out copies of this rape report. Every fucking day I go out there and I show my just to let them know we're not playing your fucking fear tactic game.
Nope.
No.
Because we're not scared.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, that's the thing.
You should be scared, MAGA.
No fear. This is the time to have 0.0 fear. I'm going guns blazing, and if I get arrested for it, for my free speech, then I'll fight it in court.
So
I got
be
good
it.
lawyers.
There you
Well,
go.
you know, for everyone that did join us for the 2-night documentary, one of the things that they kept pointing out in this documentary is that wealthy Christian men are trying to decide how the rest of the country should live their lives.
Yep.
And they're not listening to the rest of the country because they don't care. They want us to live the life they want us to live. And unless we stand up and unless we tell them, fuck off, hell no, go the fuck away, they're going to keep pushing that agenda. That is their agenda. They want women. You mentioned the $5,000 child credit. They want women to stay with abusive men.
Yep.
And pop out babies and, you know, be stuck in the home, taking care of all the kids they have to have, so that men can continue to remain on top in politics and in business. And it's not going to
Not
work.
happening. It's
It's
not
not gonna
happening.
work.
You guys have been on top for so long, and look at how well it's going. You see,
Mhm.
you see how well it's going? Because I see a total fucking shit show. That's what I see.
Yeah.
I saw somebody say in reference to all the plane crashes and stuff that we've had recently, it's like, well, we didn't have this issue whenever we had pronouns and emails. So can we go back to that?
Yeah.
God.
Mm.
Tony, I can't find a lighter. Do you have one?
I also saw that something that is happening, like Project 2025 has been playing out in the Bible Belt for several years now, if
Yeah.
not more than a couple decades. And one thing that they've been trying to do here is in like covenant marriage. They've been trying to make it illegal. I want to say it's Missouri for if a wife is pregnant, that she won't be able to go through a divorce.
Yeah.
No matter the circumstances. In Texas, they're trying to restrict women traveling on I-40 through Amarillo to go to New Mexico to seek reproductive care.
Medical care. Yeah.
They're also trying to get rid of what? No fault divorce and
Yeah.
Well, here in South Carolina, I mentioned this on a different show, but here in South Carolina, if you're married and you give birth and the doctors determine that you need a hysterectomy in order to not bleed out, you're required to get your husband's permission before they can perform that life-saving procedure.
Yep.
That is a law in South Carolina already.
Yeah.
I hate you people. I can't believe these fucking douchebags have gotten away with this. It's fucking insane.
They've
Go
gotten
ahead,
away
Benny.
with it. They've gotten away with it because the people have been quiet. The people have been downright silent. But now they've gone and flipped the bitch switch. The light is on, and we're all woke now.
Yeah.
Well, and again, my concern is that, much like during the documentary, and for those who missed it, I'm sorry to keep referencing it, but you missed out on a good documentary here. But
It's called Dark Money Game, by the way. Dark Money Game. It's on HBO. I don't know if you can find it anywhere else, but try if you didn't watch it.
One of the things that was prevalent through not only the first episode, but the second episode is that they don't care what the people say. They don't care how much you protest.
Yeah.
They don't care, that you boycott this, that, or the other, because the wealthy in our country, the 1%ers, are still buying the government to make the government do what they want them to do. And they don't care how it affects everyday people.
Yeah. It's just like Chuck Schumer's. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. When you remove said government, then you don't have to worry about the big fucking billionaires anymore. See?
Yeah.
So that's what we're on a mission to do.
Exactly.
We're going to clean motherfucking house. All of it. All of it. Fucking complacent Dems, they need to go too. I'm sick of these motherfuckers
Chuck Schumer,
voting with him.
I was just going to bring this up. Chuck Schumer sent DINKY a strongly worded letter with 8 strongly worded questions. You know what DINKY did with that? He took a shit on it and fucking flushed it down the toilet, Chucky boy.
Mm-hmm.
Your fucking way of politics is over. Writing a fucking strongly worded letter ain't going to do shit with MAGA, especially with DINKY. He probably ate the fucking thing. He fucking eats paper. He's a fucking nut job.
He eats paper because it's got evidence on it.
Jesus
With
Christ.
a little splash of ketchup to help it go down.
No,
I don't know if you guys also. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, do us all a favor and shove your strongly worded letter right up your ass, Chucky boy. It ain't working. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Yep. Did you see that? So Jerry Connolly was the guy who beat out AOC for the oversight committee a couple months ago.
Yep.
And everyone was saying, dude, you have cancer. Will you please not? Will you please let someone else, come in and do this? Dude just announced he's retiring.
Yeah, because he's got cancer again. So, again, let's not keep shooting ourselves in the foot. When a 70-year-old man already has cancer, let's not put him on a fucking committee. All right? He should have stepped down the first fucking time he got cancer. You know what, dude? Take care of yourself and go hang with your fam. Instead of fucking, pussyfooting around because, you like your money and you like the fucking cocktail parties and no. It's not about that. Those days are over.
When again, I think
Dick Durbin stepped down.
That's why what David Hogue is doing with the DNC, I think, is so important. Starting now with that, making sure that corporate Democrats are challenged, they're primaried, and that if you're complicit and complacent, then you get to go. You got to
gotta
go.
go.
We're not keeping you anymore.
No. As long as there's no chance that the Republican will win, then let's primary them and get a different Democrat in there, somebody who's going to stand up and do something instead of your strongly worded fucking letters. Okay? And AOC could now be on that fucking committee and kicking ass and taking names. And now, you think DINKY's going to allow her to be on any fucking committee? No. They'll
Yeah.
I don't know what'll happen, or they'll try to cock block her any way they can.
We do need Democrats who understand that the rules of the game have changed and that are willing to play by the new rules. Because we can't continue to play by the old rules anymore.
Yeah, it's just like all the norms that he blew
Is anybody interested in running for office?
I mean,
See,
there's
I would do it, but my horrible criminal past would come up and bite me in the ass.
Thing is, there's way too many pictures out there of me with a Heineken in my hand. Like 50 million pictures of me with a Heineken in my hand. They're all out there somewhere.
Run as a Republican and they won't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. And then get in and be all dead.
I look like one. I'll just dye my hair. I'll bleach my hair. Like, oh my God.
There you
I'll totally
go.
bleach my hair like super blonde. And like,
Nice
and
beaver.
I'll totally get like Botox.
I just had it stuffed.
And,
tape up your eyebrows.
yeah, I'll look like, yeah. And I'll get a fucking nose job because you have to have the little tiny baby nose. You can't have like a regular fucking nose. You have to have a little birdie nose. Yeah. And then I'll get my like boob job. I'll get my boobs done, and like, oh my God, I'll totally turn it into like MAGA Barbie. Okay.
Do it, Diane.
I cannot wait to see all these MAGA Barbies in 20 years. That's what
Oh my God. Oh my God.
They look
Yeah.
Remember what Joan Rivers looked like before she left us. I mean,
Yeah.
she used to make fun of Elizabeth Taylor getting plastic surgery. She used to say that when Liz farted, the back of her hair would blow up because she's had so many lips. But Joan, Jesus Christ, you went far past Elizabeth Taylor's plastic surgery. I'm just saying, you look like a latex glove, size small, stretched over a large hand.
So I don't know if you know that there's the technique that they are getting to like get that sunken cheek look. It's called a buccal reduction. Buccal or buckle means cheek.
It's buccal. Yeah, it's buccal.
Buccal.
Yeah.
I've heard it said both ways, and I'm also in Oklahoma. It doesn't matter if I went to nursing school and learned the right way, Anyway, so that meat, I'm going to call it meat.
Yeah.
That meat, whenever you get older or you lose a lot of weight as you age or you have cancer or something like that, that's what your face takes off first.
Yes.
Yep.
And with this already gone, they're going to all look like freaking the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
In 20 years.
And then Spike was telling me about Ozempic face. That if you take Ozempic, everybody you have this look.
Yes, same
get
thing.
this
Yes.
Weirdo look.
Hey, all you people who want to lose that extra 15 pounds, leave the Ozempic for the diabetics, will you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
please.
you're totally stifling their supply that they need for their health. And that you don't need if you just get up and do some fucking exercise.
Part of the conversation Diane and I were having about it is that people are taking this for weight loss, but they're not changing their diet to accommodate for it. And so over the next several years, we're going to see a lot of people having various problems with different organs in the body because they lost weight too quickly and they didn't adjust for the fact that their body wasn't getting the nutrition it needed.
They're giving their thyroid a hell of a workout.
Thyroid, the liver, the kidneys.
Yep.
I mean, it's and not to mention what it does to the heart. But if you lose weight too quickly, it messes with your heart.
And in
Everybody
my mind,
forgets
it's just
the muscle. It's a muscle. Your heart's a muscle.
Yeah.
yeah. In my mind, I
forget
keep
that.
thinking about people who got gastric sleeve or gastric stapling, and they didn't change their behavior. And as soon as they could eat solid food again, they're like, I'm going to eat solid food in little bites, but I'm going to have 20 meals a day. Well,
Yeah.
you're still consuming the same amount of calories.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I loved it. Annette put up something, and then Vicky also said something in our chat. She goes, Diane, you might end up on the SCOTUS. I like beer.
There you go. Seems like beer is a prerequisite for SCOTUS.
Yeah,
You're
and
right
then
in there.
The one before, Tony, the Annette one, where she's like, I missed that one. But I know it had the same connotation.
I am very interested to know what the mumblings on the Supreme Court are right now. After Carolyn Leavitt made the statement, we don't mind arresting Supreme Court justices.
Oh.
Like, fly on the
Yeah,
wall. I would love to be a fly on the wall.
Well, wait a minute. I think there are justices that belong in jail. Clarence Thomas. I mean, he does.
I agree.
I mean,
Yeah.
so it depends on who you're going to arrest and for what reason.
Right.
Are you going to do Amy COVID Barrett because now she's voting with the other women all the women? Are you going to arrest all the women and leave all the men there? I mean, what's your
because eventually they don't want
arrested.
women anywhere. They don't want women anywhere.
Yeah.
What the fuck is boofing beer?
Oh, honey, don't Google that.
Oh, yes. I suppose it's not as bad as drinking Sterno.
Oh my God.
Don't understand.
I don't know if you guys watched The Bulwark, but back when the El Salvadorian president was around, they were talking about Bukele a lot. And Tim Miller, he's like, every time I see it, and he's a gay man. I know that it's kind of irrelevant to this, but he goes, every time I see Bukele, I say Bukaki in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all call him Bukaki.
And Sarah Longwell's like, what's that? And the JVL and Tim Miller are like, don't go.
You know what it
Don't
is?
Google it.
Yeah. Because oh my God, the stuff that'll come up in your suggestions is just no. I don't Google anything.
No.
It doesn't stop. What emoluments clause?
Right.
We hear you.
Mhm.
Usually it's the opposite. You two
All right,
can
hold
hear you
on.
and we can't.
I think I muted my thing. I touched my
Oh.
microphone and maybe muted it by accident.
Oh.
Tony thinks his shit's all fucked up and it's just me touching my microphone.
You just push the button. You push the button.
If it was
Hey,
turned around, if I had it turned around and I could see it, because the light is annoying to me. Every time I talk, it gets louder. You see, it lights up on my neck. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's it's really fucking annoying. Okay, so
You're like a thermometer, like the
I think
louder
it's-
you
I think it's-
get.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Shout out to Mark and Wizzy in the chat.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Yep.
Your dreams
Love
are
us.
your ticket out. Welcome
yes.
back.
Yeah.
I love
Go ahead.
that we can buy a Trump meme coin and the top 200 something people get to have dinner with him. That's not a pump and dump at all.
Oh no. That's,
Ooh, what I want to know is
Hello,
who wants to sit
Elizabeth.
in a room with the stink shit smell trying to eat fucking McDonald's with a nasty old Nazi? I mean, Come on. Who wants up with that?
No,
But
thank
No.
you.
think about who the other dinner guests are going to be. Like
Tell me,
Stephen
repeat that,
Miller,
please.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, all these pleasant souls.
Ugh.
Ugh. Oh God, Jason Miller.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Cover your drinks, ladies.
for real.
No, don't tell MAGA bitches to cover their drinks. They deserve everything they got coming.
I mean, you align
Sorry.
yourself with abusive assholes. You kind of expect to get abused. So
Yeah. Sorry,
Yep,
not
Bill
sorry.
Maher, Yep.
I do love how Ashley St. Clair, Elon Musk's most recent surprise baby mama, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more surprise baby
Of
mamas in our
course.
Oh
future.
God.
I
All
love
those
I love
cheap
how
little
she was like,
hussies.
well, I didn't think he'd do it to me. Bitch,
Yeah.
please.
now, supposedly he
Girl.
wants to have at least 5,000 children.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
heard
I don't
that.
know
He's-
where. Okay, so this was on iHip. So and it was Elon ruined himself is the title of the
Mhm.
video. So I want you guys to watch it, but because I can't remember the name of who wrote the article. Okay, that they were reading, and so she cites this article, and she said that they think that Elon has actually upwards of 100 children already,
Mhm. Mhm.
and
I believe
that
it.
and that he thinks he's reincarnated by a king from a king, and that he wants to have 5,000 of his seed out there. Like, yeah, fucking way no.
No,
Not only no, but fuck no.
Fuck
we don't need that
She
that
says no.
additional amount of crazy in our country. We really do not.
We already have enough, thank you.
I was really grossed out by that. I just thought it was really sick. I'm like,
I guess
these guys
it
are really sick.
gives him a lifetime supply of Kevlar babies.
Mhm.
For real.
Can you
And let us Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Benny.
So I was gonna say, can you picture a bunch of kids walking around the way he walks around when he's all fucking hopped up on his ketamine?
He's not okay.
Or speaking
He's-
like him. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't make a speed adjustment high enough to be able to listen to that man talk. Like
No.
2.0 is not high enough. I need like 5. I need it to be 5 times at least
Right.
to listen to that fucker.
Have
So
you
I was just
noticed
telling-
YouTube? I'm sorry. One more time,
ahead.
I'm going to interrupt you, Lindsay. Have you noticed YouTube on certain videos will let you jump it up to 4?
Mhm.
Oh, will it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good
This
to know.
is new. Like within the last month, I've noticed this.
That's
So-
kind of cool.
Because I watch lots of videos on double speed to get through all my homework, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But, yeah. 4.
About the only way I can listen to Dinky anytime I have to listen to him is if he sounds like a fucking chipmunk.
I was just about to say
That's
that,
it.
Fi. I was
That's
like,
it. That's,
Mary Trump Media and iHip are the only places I can watch his clips because he sounds like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're like, we do it for your entertainment, and we can't stand listening to him either.
And it
Well,
gets you through it
Amen.
faster.
It was like yesterday because we knew during the movie that we would see Dinky, so we all had our Dinky blockers on, and we all got our
Yes, we
sunglasses.
did.
Everybody had sunglasses ready to go and had their Dinky blockers ready. Penny.
I have the biggest stinky blockers. I don't want to see any of him.
Oh, SFL finally got the new phone.
Woo!
Yay, she got a new phone.
Yay.
All right, good going. Thumbs up. I love it. Love it. Love to see it. So we don't want to watch it. We don't want to hear it either. So that's why we get our Dinky blockers out.
And then speed that fucker up so it doesn't take nearly as long to have to listen to him spew the bullshit that comes out of his mouth.
Right.
And he is like becoming it's like watching the slowest train wreck imaginable.
Yes,
I have a dad who's had a stroke, and I have been a bedside nurse for 10 years before I retired. So I just see the signs, and I'm like, how does no one else see what we see? I don't get it. That
Well,
time interview is
because
impossible.
because he's a star in Maga's eyes. He's just the ultimate fucking star.
And his team also manipulates the media. I mean, part of the reason that they're trying to sue CNN is because they think that CNN altered Kamala's interview when they edited it in the normal way that most people would edit a video, edit out the ums and ahs. And but it's the projection. That's what they do.
You know what would piss him off is if CNN just ran the full interview.
They released it. They released
They
the
did
full
release
interview.
it.
They need to fucking run it. They need to run it. They need to run it. Not
Yeah.
just
You know what
release it, run it.
All they cut out was she had a runny nose. She blew her nose and was like sniffling. That's literally all they cut out. And like her talking to the attendants and off screen and stuff. There was nothing.
Irrelevant.
Of course there
It was anything that was irrelevant to the interview at hand. That's it.
Right.
And yet on right-wing media, they cut it so quick. There we go. That it twists it and it makes it look like he's still of sound mind and body, and he's not. He's not.
Yeah.
He's been crazier than a shithouse rat his entire life.
Yeah.
And the more power he gets, the crazier he becomes.
Right.
Yes.
It works on his narcosis. You know what I mean? All that power just makes his crazy that much fucking crazier.
Yeah.
And I'm sure now he just feels absolutely invincible. I just saw, I think it was yesterday, that he's starting to kind of touch on the posse comitatus, the military, and
he's trying to
being
figure out
like
ways.
the law enforcement.
He's trying to figure out ways that he can get the military to attack American citizens. He said that fucking yesterday.
Yeah.
So, I do have a bunch of, I have a couple videos.
How he's
I'd
king
like
of
to
the
get
world
to.
and king of the USA and king of the world or something.
Oh yeah, that he's ruling the world.
Ruling it, yeah.
But before we move to the next topic, happy birthday, Midas Kevin Anderson.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Anderson, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Are you gonna eat the whole cake yourself?
Happy birthday. I used to love this song in the 80s. It was like
Never heard this.
You're too young, Lindsay.
I have no idea what's happening.
And they
Where's that from?
That was their one-hit wonder. God, do you remember what the name of that band was? Altered Images.
From what year?
It's got to be the early 80s.
It's got to be the 80s.
Before I was born. Got it.
Sounds a little Bjorky to me.
Yeah.
It did sound a little Bjorky. I was like, this sounds Swedish. Is this ABBA? Like, what?
Yeah. So Tony, I sent you 3 videos. One is the student loan thing. There's this chick on, she put it out of TikTok and it ended up in my feed, and I just like, yes, what she said. And she's fuming pissed. And this is what we need. Pick what your subject is. I don't care what your subject is, and go after them every fucking time, and push their goddamn buttons and make them look like fucking idiots that they are. That's the passport lady.
My subject.
Okay. Yeah.
Pedophilia.
So this is the passport lady. Go ahead and play that one. There's on God and then this lady. Okay. So this lady is freaking about the student loan thing. And I'll tell you what, if they start, what do you do it? What do they do when they take away your pay? Garnish your wages. For student loan debts that we've been, Tony's had a student loans for 20 years.
Oh, I think I saw this.
We'll never be able to pay it off.
No,
so
ever.
Yeah, and what she's saying is 100% correct. Go ahead.
I'm going to keep posting about this all day because this is bullshit. I went and logged into my federal loan account, and this is what I found. I graduated in 2011 with $46,000 in student loan debt. My loan debt is now almost $90,000 fucking dollars. In that time, I've been a social worker that has made income-based repayments on my loan for years, and that shit has almost doubled. You want to know why people are pissed off about their student loans? It's not because we can't get anyone else to pay them for us. It is because you have set it up where we can never pay them off ourselves. And then you sit here and tell us into our faces that we are lazy, that this is somehow our fault, while cheering on banks and auto industries and Elon fucking Musk getting subsidies of millions of dollars a day. Anyone who still doesn't see that this is rigged against us can get fucked.
Ooh,
Amen. Woo! Give me that. Give me that fire.
She is totally one of my girls. one of
Fire,
my
baby.
tribe.
We got your back, honey. We love you.
And I saw someone else
Damn.
comparing this to, people getting their PPP loans forgiven during COVID.
Oh yeah. MTG,
And like-
fucking all those right wingers got billions, hundreds of millions of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars for PPP loans forgiven.
Forgiven.
So I'd like you to play the passport lady next, the blonde lady. Yep. So this
Is
blonde
this about
lady.
the SAVE Act?
No, this is about she's trying to get her passport. Her and her son are trying to get her passport.
Oh, okay.
And she lives overseas though.
Oh no. Oh no.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hi everybody. Today I went to the US Embassy in Dakar with my son Noah to renew our passports. We are both American citizens. We were both born in the United States of America, and we were denied having our passports renewed at the US Embassy in Dakar. When I asked why, I was not given a reason. I was told I didn't need to be given a reason, and that I could try again at a later date. I am an American citizen. My son is an American citizen. We have been living in Senegal for 3 years. We have been denied our passports. Fortunately, I managed to grab my current passport and my son's current passport out of the hands of the guy at the embassy. They are valid for another 6 months. But and I managed to get a date to try again, but there is no reason whatsoever that a U.S. citizen should be denied a passport renewal when living abroad. That essentially makes us stuck abroad. What if we had a family emergency and had to travel home? We would have no way of doing it because the passports have to be valid for 6 months in order for us to travel. This is absolutely asinine. This should not happen to American citizens. And yet this is what's happening to American citizens currently. I just want to bring awareness to this. If you're an American citizen and you see this, please share it. I'm an American citizen who has chosen to live abroad and I'm being punished for it. Thanks a lot.
So even if you're go ahead, Lindsay.
And how many people is that their story? Like there's so many people that USAID people that can't come home or that are stuck.
This is actually a conversation that Michelle and I had before she went back.
She went back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's going back beginning of May. But it was a concern of hers, in the process of trying for her to go back, whether or not her passport will be considered valid once she leaves the United States.
Man.
Jesus Christ.
And everybody wonders why no one's coming here.
No, nobody. Nobody with a sane, fucking rational brain is wondering why. We exactly know why, and we exactly encourage them to stay the fuck away from here until we can get this fucking shit straightened out. This cocksucker is treating us like his abusive wife, his abused wife. I'm sorry, his abused wife. He's separating us from everybody. See, alienating us from everybody. So he can fucking abuse the piss out of us. without anybody knowing.
Yep.
I don't want to see anybody at FIFA, and I don't want to see anybody at the fucking Olympics. And if you spend your fucking money and you go to these 2 fucking events, fuck you.
Yep.
Shame on you.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
give a shit.
ultimately,
You can watch it on
that-
TV. I don't give a shit.
yeah, it needs to be
Yep.
boycotted across the board.
Yep.
It needs to be boycotted by not only by American citizens but the globe.
Yeah.
The
Across
globe
the
needs to
world.
boycott it.
Yep.
I
This
can't
is
even,
a cup. Oh, go ahead, Diane.
well, I can't even imagine if I was like an athlete, you know, and I've trained my whole life to begin in the Olympics. I get in the Olympics through all the trials and all the shit. Dinky wins, and now you're terrified to come to the United States because you might end up in a fucking El Salvadorian fucking prison.
Yep.
Best case scenario, you get detained by ICE for 10 days, put into, some prison that nobody knows about and can't find you, where you're barely fed, you're barely given fresh water, and you have nowhere to sleep. Best case scenario. So don't come
I don't
here.
know. I don't know if you guys have seen. I think it's called Chrome in Miami. It's an ICE
Yes.
detention facility.
The CROM.
Have you? Yes. Have you all heard some of the stories that are coming out of there? How they normally would hold only like 500 people, and over 4,000 are being housed there right now.
Oh my God.
I'm here to tell
conditions
you.
that-
I'm here to tell you that every single privately owned prison in the United States is understaffed and overhoused. Every single one of them. You have one officer to 300 inmates in a lot of these places. One officer.
Yep. I mean,
So this is not uncommon. They're just cramming him in like, it's a Turkish prison now or an El Salvadorian prison.
I had just watched a documentary about the Syrian slaughterhouse prison, Sednea, just 2 days ago, and how they would just cram 40 to 50 people into these cells, and like maybe they would have access to a toilet, maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would have access to food, maybe they wouldn't. They had no access to sunlight. They had no access to anyone outside of there. And I just think to myself, I feel like we're going there quickly. I
mean,
feel
that's
like
basically CROM. That's a
Yeah.
CROM. That's the way that's the conditions they're in right now on
Yep.
American soil.
Yep. And I mean, I'm curious as to why we stopped sending people to Guantanamo. I wonder what happened there.
I think it's
Because
actually
we only did it
shithole.
for about a month.
I heard it's a shithole and it's falling apart.
That
just
could
like
be.
they had to stop sending people to the what's it called, Alcatraz, because it was falling apart. You know what I mean?
Just
It was
the infrastructure is just shot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking a few $1 billion and rebuilding Alcatraz and housing Donnie and his entire administration up there.
Amen to that.
The Jan Sixers, all of them. They can all hang
Yeah,
out
all of
together
them.
on that fucking
Every
island.
fucking one of them.
Yeah.
This is a warning to you, MAGA, unless you want to go to Alcatraz.
Fucking.
I keep
threaten us
thinking
with it all
about,
the
so in
time.
Colorado Springs 2 days ago, they busted an underground gambling hall / strip club / social club.
A speakeasy.
Yes, it was. And these people, all kinds of gangs were all in there together hanging out. But interesting part, the security that was running the joint, active military.
Oh my God.
It's interesting.
Fuck me.
That's what we get for playing Fox on all the bases in the world for the last fucking 40 years.
Yep.
God damn, it's a fucking nightmare.
Citizens United.
And Carrie Lake, Voice of America.
Ugh.
Gag. Gag.
Let me get
She
some
needs more
Vaseline on my
Vaseline.
lens.
Yeah, she needs more Vaseline on her fucking lens.
She's
Kinda
just
like-
dewy, guys. She's just naturally dewy.
No, she's
Ugh.
fucking nightmare. All these MAGA women are fucking awful. I mean,
Yeah.
the worst. I've never seen. What's her name? Robo bitch Barbie. Caroline Levitt with her cross on, talking about, we're going to cancel cancer. We're going to just stop everything and all the money going to research cancer and cancer for kids. And now we're going to deport kids with cancer. Oh, yeah, American citizen kids, 4 years old with cancer, deported, no medicine.
You're out. Yep.
Stage 4 cancer. How long do you think that kid's going to fucking live?
Not Honduras, not very long. Did you also see the 2-year-old that was deported with the mom? The mom was pregnant.
Yep.
And the father of that 2-year-old wanted that 2-year-old to stay in the country.
Yes, and was actively working on him to getting him here.
Yeah.
It's infuriating.
Got a lot of work to do, guys.
We got a lot of work to do.
I have an Oklahoma ICE story. They've kind of stayed away from the red states, I've noticed. There have been obviously more busts in like Massachusetts, Chicago area, California, but this just happened 2 days ago. They went to a house with a warrant for somebody who was going to be picked up, detained, and deported. When they got there, the ICE agents, 20 people, broke into the house. The only people that were there was a woman and 2 young girls. It was like early in the morning. The person that they were looking for was not there. And the officers made them strip and stand outside as they searched the house. Money was taken. Valuables were taken. Their cell phones were taken. And they were left after the person that they were looking for was not found. Now that is some Gestapo shit right there. And that is the shit that's happening in Oklahoma. So if you want to know what they're going to do in the next month, that's what they're going to do.
Jesus Christ.
Where my 2A people at with all them tyrants and stuff?
And how about freedom? How about your personal freedom?
Or illegal search and seizure? Or like, I don't know, anything.
They just go in, take all your shit.
Yes, and it was on the news. This is not something that they're hiding. This was on the local news.
I hope some rich lawyer steps up and defends them.
Sue the shit.
Well, the AG of our state is running for governor, so if he wants to make some waves, now's his time. And interestingly, the AG that's running for governor in Oklahoma, there is I can't remember when it's going to be heard, but Supreme Court is about to hear a case about public funding going to a Catholic church here, and they're trying to make it to where like public funds can now start going to religious funded schools.
Oh no.
It's St. Isadora is the name of the school. He is against them getting funding. So it's interesting to see him running for governor in a red state and being against what MAGA is for.
That's
so
right.
I have a shred of hope, but not much.
So Spykin has got a really, really interesting story that she has been kind of trying to dig up. And it's funny, she's having a fucking hard time. So why don't you go ahead and try to explain it, Spy, because you've done the work, and tell the people what you've been up to.
So last summer, Cletus and I had come across this article about the number of Secret Service agents who have served under DINKY who have died. And whether it was, natural causes, unusual accident, self-unalivement. And I was trying to find this article so that I could, bring the information to you guys. And it's nowhere to be found now. We even checked, our search histories and tried to find it that way. Nowhere to be found. But in the process of us trying to find this, by the way, the outcome of that article was that that DINKY has the largest number of Secret Service agents die who have worked for him than any other president in history during his first term. but rather than being able to find that article, all we could really find was the number of assassination attempts against him, which, by the way, started in 2015, before he was even in office. There have been over 20 recorded assassination attempts on him in the last 10 years. Over 20. So an average of 2 a year.
He hasn't made any friends in his life. He's only made enemies.
Yet the only one you ever hear about was Butler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it was so performative and, my opinion, staged. But I found it quite unusual that, I'm trying to find these statistics from an article I read a year ago. It's nowhere to be found. And instead, I'm kind of redirected towards the number of assassination attempts. It's just so odd because, again, if a MAGA was trying to find this information, not like they'd ever try because they don't care, but if they were ever to try to find this information, they would go down the assassination rabbit hole and it would enrage them even more. I mean, look at what we saw after Butler, right? It would enrage them even more. So instead of finding information about suspicious deaths of Secret Service agents, you then find information about assassination attempts on DINKY over the last 10 years.
Well, this brings so many questions to my mind. Like, I don't even know where to start. So I think my first question would be, are you getting connected to the assassination attempts because the Secret Service are trying to off him?
I mean, it wouldn't be elite, honestly, but because I tried different search terms. I tried, specific quotes that I had seen in the article, and it always redirected me to these other articles about assassination attempts.
Okay, I have a question. Are you only searching on Google search engine, or are you using other search engines as well?
No, I use multiple. I use multiple search engines. I don't rely solely on Google.
Good girl.
Because any search engine can be corrupted. So, but my thoughts on it were that this article is basically either buried so deep that nobody can find it, or it's been wiped from the internet, and they filled it in with articles that are going to upset MAGA instead. That was the whole basis of what I was getting from this entire process of, and again, it goes back to how they manipulate information.
So I have other more questions. So when you read the article with the Secret Service agents, can you name some of the ways that they were getting unalived?
So some of them, like I said, were self-unalivement. A couple of those referred to actions they were required to take that they did not, after the fact, agree with, and so they self-unalived out of guilt. There were a number that were just kind of suspicious occurrences.
Like what?
So one, the way it read, they wanted to avoid any speculation, but ultimately what they allegedly believed was that there were a number that were poisoned. There were a number that had freak accidents that should not have happened. For example, one of them, I think, had to do with he was cleaning his gutters, or he was trimming a tree, or something like that, and all of a sudden the ladder went out from underneath him. So if I'm remembering correctly, and bear with me because this was a year ago.
Right. Yeah.
So I may be getting certain things wrong, but suspicious accidents. And then there were some that were deemed, natural causes, like somebody had a heart attack or somebody had a stroke that eventually led to death. And but there were a lot of suspicious occurrences of Secret Service agents dying that had worked for him.
Do you
Some of
remember
these died after the fact, after his administration was over, and they were no longer Secret Service for him.
Right.
So, a little Putin-esque, huh?
Yeah, very Putin-esque. It seems a little. Did any of them fall over a third-story window?
Yeah.
Two things, I wonder if my husband used to work for an IT company that he had to have an NSA clearance for, and he would occasionally have to deal with cyber attacks on government websites, and that's how he had to have it. I would be curious to know if you got a VPN, and if you don't know what a VPN is, it's like a little virtual machine. I wonder if you set that VPN to another country, if you may be able to see more.
I did.
Oh,
and it's still, I still was not finding. Yeah.
And second thing is, if you remember, Mark Meadows was the last person to have that big old binder that went missing.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 weeks of his presidency, and has still not been recovered.
Yeah.
And I bet you that got turned over. And I have a sneaking suspicion that's where a lot of that information is coming from.
Well, and I was wondering, Spy, do you remember around about the number of Secret Service agents that had passed?
So I don't remember the number off the top of my head. I know the one thing that they kept reiterating was that it was more of his Secret Service have died for whatever reason than any other president in history. And then it gave, like, you know, basically it's more than have died since the time of Clinton. So for Clinton, Bush Jr., Obama, and Biden all combined, it was more than had died under their.
Oh my God. So I have more questions. So on the assassination attempts that we have not heard about since 2015, like we remember the guy who tried to take a pot shot at him while he was on his golf course, right? We kind of, that's like the number 2 one, right?
Right.
But Butler, you know, the one that we all, in our opinion, we think it's staged. Okay. So, I was just wondering, can you give us an idea of what you heard of how he was, you know, you said when we were on the phone, you mentioned this to me, you said poison was one of them too. And when you say poison, I just think of Putin. I just go right there, but go on.
So, there, of the 20, 2 were poison. 5 were like attacks on a vehicle that he was supposed to be in. And then the others were, you know, there was, you know, like, I want to say 4 that were an armed gunman attempt. The rest of those were not necessarily ones I would have considered an assassination attempt, because it was, you know, a protester who rushed him at an event, or it was, you know, those types of, they included that in it as well.
An open ketchup bottle would scare that man.
Exactly.
If he didn't open it himself, an open ketchup bottle would scare him to death. He'd be like, nope, I need a brand new one, and I need the little mini bottles so I can throw them at the wall.
Are we recounting the bald eagle that tried to get at him?
No, they did not include that one, but there were some events that, you know, they were planned events, and there were certain people that were supposed to interact with him, and then they were deemed a threat, so they were no longer allowed to interact with them. You know, that kind of stuff, where it didn't provide a lot of information on why it was deemed an attempt and why they were considered dangerous, which is, I thought was just kind of sketchy.
Yeah,
you know, that's
DINKY's pussification. Everything. Like, what was it? Giuliani, like some guy, like put it smack, you know, like patted him on the back or something, like real light or whatever. And he's like, he hit me. It's assault.
At the grocery store. At the grocery store.
And there were quite a few of those types of events included in that number. Everyone in the chat's telling me check out Wayback Machine. I will do that. I will see if that helps.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm serious. Like this would be a massive look. Dinky's got a body count. Now let's just start there. Okay. They also projected this all over fucking Hillary and Bill.
Yeah.
Right. So they kept saying they have a body count. They have a body count. Well, we all know that everything they say is fucking projection. So the helicopter that went down when the guys were going to testify against Dinky, he had accountants and attorneys in a helicopter. He didn't get into the helicopter. It was a rented helicopter. Noel Kassler tells this story.
Right.
Totally 110% true. There have been others that have disappeared. How about him and Dinky going after the Italian mob so the fucking Russian mob could move in? You know what I mean? He ruined all their lives.
With the help of Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, yeah, with the help
because
of
he
Rudy.
was the.
Yeah. And then let's just jump ahead to the million people that died of COVID.
Right.
And how that's actually negligent homicide. And if you talk to people like Glenn Kirshner and everything, his mismanagement of COVID actually led to 1 million fucking people dying. Let's just, for instance, we always do this. Pretend that Hillary Clinton was president at that time. This country would have been shut down motherfucking day one. It would have been 5-alarm fire to get all the shit that we need to help people and help our doctors. Our doctors wouldn't have been wearing garbage fucking bags. Okay?
Right.
Yep.
So it would have been a worldwide attempt to fucking smash this down, but because of Dinky, it was worse. He makes everything worse. Everything he touches dies. We're watching our democracy die right in front of us. We don't fucking get, 24 fucking Republicans we need? I say we start making those phone calls again, people. And if they won't
I
pick
say
up the
we should never stop.
Yeah. I think, and they won't pick up the phone. We actually mail them real mail and flood their
postcards. Postcards.
Fax
Don't send envelopes. Send postcards. Send faxes. Send emails. I think we need to show up where they work, like in masses every motherfucking day.
Yeah. Well,
Diane, I will say, speaking of COVID, I'm going to say as a nurse who worked through COVID in an ICU, that the absolute most demoralized I have ever been in my entire nursing career was walking by the refrigerated truck full of corpses to go clock in for my 12-hour shift.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Knowing that you're probably going to end up adding to that truck before the end of the day.
Yes, and worse was, and I know this feels like weird to say, but whenever a patient dies at the hospital, we wipe them down, we give them a chance with their family, and then the nursing home just comes and picks them up in their bed sheets.
Right.
Really not that fancy. In COVID, we had to put everybody in a body bag. And I don't know why that was so heartbreaking and dehumanizing, but just that last zip up in a cold plastic container, I'll never fucking forget.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right. No, that had to have been. I can't imagine, honey.
You know who had patents on body bags with China?
Ivanka.
Yep.
Ivanka. Yep.
And coffins.
Hey, can we talk about Epstein and Ivana potentially being part of that body count? Because I have some theories on both of them.
Oh, I have to agree with you. We have Super Saint on the phone, so let's have Super Saint go ahead. So please hold that thought, Lindsay. Go ahead, Super Saint.
I was just going to say, breaking news: the Wisconsin Supreme Court just suspended Judge Dugan from the bench.
No.
Yes, they just did. Just breaking news.
Oh, for fuck's
sake! So I wanted to call in and say that.
Do they have a reason?
For letting that man escape is what they said.
Escape. Sue.
What is the makeup of the Supreme Court? Didn't we just win an election in that state? I thought there was a dim majority on the Wisconsin Supreme Court now.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. There is. And it may be that they are protecting themselves in this situation.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but I just wanted to give you a heads up because that just came across my
Oh, that
He's
fucking
accused
piece.
of helping a man evade immigration authorities. So I just thought I'd let y'all know.
That's fucking
Thank you,
infuriating.
Spiking.
Yes, it
I
is.
mean, Super Saint.
Thanks, Super Saint, for calling in.
Okay, love y'all.
Yeah,
Love
Di,
you
you're
too,
not the only
sweetie.
one that mixes us up.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. It's the whole S
I'm like
thing.
Super Spy, Saint,
Yeah.
Kin. Yeah.
Super secret
Super
spy.
Saintly Spy.
Super saintly spy. I don't even know what to say about that. Like,
Me either. I it makes me a little numb.
here's what I am. It might be protecting themselves, but maybe they're just like, hey, let's just let this play out. Like, let's do the investigation, and then if we can reinstate her later, we can.
That's what I meant by protecting themselves. That they are they want to appear impartial, and so they probably looked at it as, if this was a MAGA judge, how would we handle it? We know this is a liberal judge, so how do we find the middle ground so that
Hold on. If you want to start arresting judges, let's start with fucking Eileen Cannon and fucking Clarence Thomas.
Yes.
She let a criminal go of stealing our goddamn fucking secrets, our fucking classified documents.
Yeah.
You can't tell me there wasn't some fucking quid pro quo going on with all that bullshit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, Lindsay, you want to go back to Ivana and Jeffrey Epstein, and I agree with you. They are both on Dinky's body count list, for sure, in my opinion.
So if I'm correct, I want to say that Bill Barr's dad is the one that had a hand in the prison system that Epstein was housed in 2019.
Hold on. What I know about Bill Barr's dad is that he was called Chester the Molester because he was the head dean at some all-girls fucking school where Jeffrey Epstein was hired to be a professor, where he had no fucking credentials to even teach at the fucking school, and it was an all-girls prep school. And literally, Bill Barr's dad was Chester the Molester. He hires Epstein, and then while Bill Barr is attorney general and Dinky is president, Bill Barr went to go see him, and within 48 hours later, he was dead.
Yep. Oh, and Ivana had an NDA that was about to expire.
30-year NDA. And yep, go ahead.
And she had been contacted. I don't know if it was Letitia James. I don't know who, SDNY, someone. She was contacted to testify as part of either his fraud trial. I want to say maybe it was Trump Organization, but maybe it was the fraud trial.
Right.
When they were starting to go after him after that.
It could have been. It could have been both. It could have been the fraud trial and
it could.
E. Jean Carroll.
It could, but they were contacting, much like Ivanka got out of it, like her supposed involvement was like outside the statute of limitations, and that's why she got a pass to not have to testify or not have to be prosecuted. She testified, but not to be prosecuted. I want to say Ivana had something similar to that, where she was going to testify, but she wasn't going to be prosecuted. They had been divorced since like 1993. Like there was really nothing.
And once
Ivana
that
had
30-year NDA ended, she could go on every fucking talk show, on every fucking late night comedy TV show. She could go on MSNBC and spill the motherfucking beans. Is it really true that he had speeches of Hitler next to the bed? Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. Is it true
100%.
Were you raped by him, and did he pull out your hair because of his plugs? Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, she put this shit in her book for a reason.
The thing that I'll never forget about finding out is that he took Marla, wasn't Marla Maples the second wife?
Yeah.
Marla with him to Aspen, Colorado whenever they had a ski trip, a ski family vacation that he paid for his mistress to go to. And Ivana and Marla got into a fight while they were still married on the ski slopes, probably while Marla was pregnant with his kid.
I don't even remember
which he didn't want. Oh, yeah.
My God.
Which he didn't want. And he went on Howard Stern was like, I really didn't want Tiffany, but I guess You know, what are you gonna do?
Hopefully she's gonna have good tits.
Yeah.
God bless.
Oh my God.
So not to derail the conversation, but Lynn
Derail
Lynette.
it, Spy, please.
Well, Lynn Lynette, and I'm sure others probably were asking this question. What is Wayback Machine? It's an internet archive that is it's administrated by a nonprofit group that preserves information so that it can't be scrubbed from the internet.
Wait, can we find the unredacted and wait, hold on, can we find the unredacted audio of Melania saying "fuck Christmas"?
Fuck Christmas.
Maybe, but I think it was either Sick of It or Jan Morgan who said that they just searched the Wayback Machine for the story I was looking for, and they got a lot of hits. So I'll let you know what I
Hey,
find.
you guys, look up on the Wayback Machine to see if you can get an unedited where they don't bleep out "fuck Christmas." Okay, where they don't bleep out the fuck. If you can find that, you send it to my fucking email or my Blue Sky immediately. I've been wanting it for years. Years.
Since they scrubbed it off the internet.
She's talking to Stephanie Grissom.
Yeah.
On that phone call, by the way. So if you somehow on the way back,
I've looked everywhere for it, and they're all edited. All
bleeped out. Yep.
If they don't have the original, they of course do have the edited copy.
Bleeped.
But,
I know. I don't want the fucking bleep copy.
Yeah.
No, it's the whole
I
point.
want to hear her say "fuck Christmas."
Right.
Can I add just one more to this body count that's pretty recent, and I don't know how to feel about it?
Miss Christianity that she is.
I think there's more. There's a lot more. There's that one senator, the black senator from during COVID. I think
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain died here in Tulsa. He died. No. That man came to. Okay.
Thank you, Sage, for the gifted sub or gifted membership. Go ahead. Sorry.
Tulsa was not having a very bad breakout in the middle of summer 2020 yet. It was in Houston, it was in St. Louis, and it was in Chicago, but it wasn't here yet. And it was just starting to come here pretty bad. Whenever that rally happened, he single-handedly blew up the cases here in Tulsa.
Yeah, I bet.
For months. I'm convinced he is the reason that I got it so early on. I mean, but I worked at ICU. There's really no telling. But that wave, it just devastated Tulsa and Tulsa area hospital.
Right.
But Herman Cain, he's on his own.
Who did you want to add, Lindsay, to the list besides Herman Cain?
Virginia Giuffre.
Oh, yes.
That whole situation was just fucking weird.
It's so weird.
Now, I understand she was having custody issues with her ex-husband, significant other, whatever. She was having mental health issues. And judging by the bruises and stuff, she had been in some sort of altercation.
No. I know what it
accident.
is. I know what it is. So, Midas Touch put out the whole thing of her in her last tweet and everything. It's really fucking awful. She was hit by a bus, like a school bus, going 110 kilometers an hour. And I asked Tony, how fucking fast is that? And he goes, it's about 68, 70 miles an hour. Okay, so that just put in that perspective. She is in a car. She is slowing down to turn left, and this bus hits her. Now, I don't know what happened to the bus driver. I don't know if they perished or whatever. She was fucked up. Her spleen and her kidneys and everything was failing. She was all fucked up, totally bruised up. She's like, I just want to see my babies one more time, and I don't want to live in this. I want to leave this mortal coil. So, it was more about her injuries and how she was not getting better, and it was not.
She didn't have a good prognosis.
No,
Lindsay.
And so
she was going into organ failure.
Okay. But hang on.
Midas Touch covered this. So if you want to hear from
No, I
yeah,
know.
but go ahead.
But a member of the police force did a press conference after she released that tweet and talked about the accident with the bus and said that her injuries and the bus, they weren't computing as to what she was showing on social media and what she was saying about her only having 4 days to live. I have taken care of a lot of critically ill people, and she was conscious. She had bruising on her face, but there was really no indication as to why she was having like kidney problems or why she was having this and that. And so there was a disconnect between what she was saying on social media and what the cops were saying in Australia. And that's why it's such a mystery.
Yeah.
And that's why I say there's something suspicious going on either with her and her issues and her injuries,
It
or
sounds like
what
a
the
Secret
cops are saying
Service.
to the public.
It's like sounds like a Secret Service agent who got in a weirdo accident.
It looks like to me, her injuries, like she got the shit beat out of her.
Yeah.
Like it was all on her face right here, where if you're right-handed, you would hook and hit. But maybe she hit the car door. I don't know. But it just, that whole business seemed very off-putting to me, I'll say.
Absolutely. I think Virginia Giuffre should definitely be on the list. And, how about the January 6th, Benny, you're muted. The January 6th police officers that unalived themselves.
Yep.
They're on the body count, too.
Yep.
What are you laughing at, Spy?
Sorry, Lisa Midas Lisa in the chat says, wait, where'd it go? I just lost it. Basically, never let me pound beers in our Zooms.
And
I feel you.
On last night.
I feel you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't feel a thing, Lisa. I didn't feel a thing. However, I was quite fucking high because I just rolled in from doing a stream myself that I dabbed the shit out of my ass.
And you took a gummy. Do you remember taking the gummy?
Goodness me. Space.
So
outer space.
I couldn't really say a whole bunch during the movie. I was so engrossed in what was being
we left the twilight zone
on
and
the
we are
stream.
now in the outer limits.
And I'm glad that I was that high because it actually kept my blood pressure down.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I partook quite a bit myself just to keep myself from punching the fucking screen because I can't afford to buy a new tablet.
Yeah. Don't play frisbee with your tablets.
But it was a lot of fun. Everyone's asking when we're gonna do another.
I don't know yet. I mean, we gotta figure out what our schedule is gonna be. And now the summer, now that summer's here, I don't want to be doing 3 shows a week. I don't.
But
with all the shit show going on, we gotta press the flash.
We have to sacrifice in it so that we can live to enjoy another day. You see, what we give up today, we can do tomorrow.
Yeah, we can party.
This is much more important than any summer picnic or outing or function.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I was thinking about this. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Honestly, I think this is going to be a summer of a lot of action. I think once people start seeing empty shelves in stores, I think when people are starting to see if Amazon includes it or not, they're still going to have to charge people extra money to ship stuff here.
When Amazon's already said they're not putting a tariff tracker on their website. Temu will.
They're just going to increase prices, but people are still going to fill those increased prices. Yeah. And I think once the people see they have increased prices, once they start missing car payments and house payments and whatever, the temperature is going to start to ramp up as the temperature goes up. So I say this is the most important time.
I think we're going to have a summer full of protests, and I'm here for it. And I'll keep making signs like this one right here. and we'll go out there and we'll protest for sure. I'm all for
Necessary.
it.
Necessary.
I was thinking, you guys, and I can't get this out of my head. And I'm like, fuck, should I just say? I'm just gonna say it live on air,
Say
and I screw it. Okay, so
Fuck it. Say it live.
I'm saying it live. I'm writing it now, and fuck it, we're doing it live. Okay, so
Doing it live.
this is my
We'll do it
idea.
live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
When Dinky is unalived, whether it's natural causes, if it's natural causes, okay, we are going live and we're gonna do it live and we're gonna have a fucking party and we're getting fucking champagne and we're gonna yeah. Now, if it's an assassination attempt or any of those other things, then we're going underground and we're doing a Zoom party because then we can say what we really think behind the scenes and without ramifications. And so that's my idea. So if it's natural, we go live on air for real. And then if it's anything else, we're Zooming. So watch out for your email.
Ninja party.
Ninja party. Yeah.
I have something to say on that.
Go ahead.
He's a showman. He cares about ratings, and that's really it. He cares about his image, his power, and how things are playing to his audience, right? Here's my thinking. If it does not happen on live TV, either whichever unaliving it happens, I get this sneaking suspicion that they are like going to use conspiracy theories and lies
massive.
and obfuscation and like all kinds of stuff.
It's going to be like
make a narrative
Elvis.
around him.
It's going to be like
Yes.
Elvis. He's not really dead.
Yes.
He's in Russia.
Yes. Yes. They're going to weekend at Bernie's his corpse, like paint him with Cheeto dust and like get him on the screen. Like,
Honestly,
seriously, like,
they'll come up with conspiracies, even if we witness it live ourselves and it's
Yeah, if he,
causes.
yeah,
They'll still come up with conspiracy theories.
that's
Yeah.
that's probably true. That's probably
yeah, it is true. It is true. It is true. He
Watch
could
them
drop
find
dead.
some.
He could drop dead doing one of his speeches, and they still wouldn't believe it.
Watch
You know
them
what I
find
mean?
some way to deny Vance the presidency. Be like, no, you can't. Where's Don Jr.? Get Don Jr. in here.
Your fucking guy liner, dude. You gotta get rid of the guy liner. Okay, you have to have the tattoo removed. Okay, because we all know you wear a fucking eyeliner. Oh my god, Adam sent me the funniest fucking thing. What's this guy's name? His name is Ross Childs, and Tony just went upstairs, but I'll send the video to Tony so when he gets back we can play it. This guy, oh my God, he pretends like he's the Pope. Like he's both people. He's acting it both out. Okay. So he pretends like he's the Pope. And then he's JD Vance with this freaked out fucking eyeliner all over his face. It's really fucking hilarious. Oh, wait, hold on. At 5 eggs.
I like the AI where the guy's putting the Cheeto dust on Donnie's face.
Yes.
And
in the Oval Office.
Again, I'm gonna say
the brush.
if we start to see them push JD Vance out, know that Dinky's demise is coming.
Yes, because I think some people want Vance in that seat, but most people that are in the White House and around Trump now don't.
Right.
Because they know once he gets in there that they won't be able to have the control over him that they have with Dinky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he will listen to his techno billionaire Vladdy Daddy.
The bro culture. Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
The bro culture wants him in for sure. Because, he wants, get rid of women voting, blah, 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 blah. They're all for all that shit. Yeah. They want to make
Fucking
hands tail. They're
assholes.
fucking weird. So I do want to play this. What is this? Oh, this is the guy. Okay. So this is the guy. How long is this video? It's like 3 minutes. It's like 3 minutes. But it is funny. And the guy's expressions is just really great. So let's just play it. He's kind of like along the lines of a Brent Terhune, if you will, right? All right.
Who am I meeting with next? J.D. Vance, Vice President of the United States of America.
He's wearing a jersey
Do I really
back.
have to do this today? I mean, it's Easter. I'm the Pope. I have a pretty full deck. He said, and I quote, "If I don't get to meet the Pope right now, I'm going to start crying as loud as I can, and I won't stop until I get what I want." I have love for all of God's creatures. Send him in.
Hello, I'm Vice President and failed Jekyll and Hyde experiment. JD, you must have been a Vance commander.
Oh my God.
May God bless you.
I believe I have been a good Catholic, Mr. Pope, but I was told to get your opinion.
Well, my child, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I do believe you have been rather wanting in the eyes of God, spiritually speaking. After all, as men of faith, it is our duty to be compassionate and empathetic towards all the people of the world.
But I have been compassionate, at least towards people who look, sound, and act exactly like me. Besides, none of us need worry about compassion in the future because the Glothian Mining Consortium will be compassionate towards all of us. Compassionate in the sense that they will allow us 30 minutes every single day to eat a flavorless nutrient paste as we work tirelessly to mine the Earth's crust, mantle, and core for all of its precious minerals. This the Glothian Mining Consortium promises to all.
Good God.
Nope. Nope. I'm done.
What?
I'm good. I'm good with this. Computer, end program.
Well, this is not okay good. I should probably... Oh, buddy, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Dare I live out my Catholic school couch fantasy? Okay, good!
I'm called J.D. Vance. That's cause J.D. Vance is my name. And if you say J.D. Vance, then you have successfully said my name.
Hello? How long have you viewed here? Okay, good. Like and subscribe to my...
His name is Ross Childs, you guys. So he's on YouTube.
God.
The makeup alone. Good job. Your makeup is better than Dinky's, honey. Great job. It just, yeah, you need a fucking
On
standing
point.
ovation.
On point.
I love it. He's like, no. Nope.
No.
Okay, I'm out.
End program.
End program.
End program.
Computer.
Alexa.
Oh God. No, so again, this is the kind of stuff that I love to see. You know?
Yes.
Stick it to them. Do whatever we can in our power to make fun of them because they are ridiculous. There's
They're
no question.
Ridiculously
With Dinky
fucking off the chart ridiculous.
in a bright blue suit at the fucking funeral, he looked like a fucking clown. And
He
he's
looked like a blueberry.
He did look like a blueberry.
Sitting there with his gaping mouth open, and even Melania didn't even. Elania, listen to me. I didn't even. I said it on accident.
Tomato, really.
And by the way, she looked like shit. First of
I
all,
thought so too.
I saw
It's the first times I've seen her that I'm like, is she okay?
Oh my God, she looked hit. I don't know.
Was it really Melania?
It might have not been. Who the fuck knows? But all I'm saying is I saw a picture of her and she had the lace over her head, so it was kind of a little hard to see.
Yeah, the side, the jowl side view.
It was really
I saw
bad
of her didn't look like her at all.
It was. She looked like she was 80 years old. It was like,
yeah. Unless she put on some weight.
No, she looked awful.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what. And I had a thought. I had the thought of, oh, it's your birthday and you don't want to be here. Well, you're going to be here, and maybe, maybe he beat her up. Maybe he beat her up. That's what I was thinking.
Funeral or her birthday celebration. Where do you think she was there?
Fuck me, dude. So I'd
I
get
have
out
a
of there,
sneaking
Melania, real quick.
suspicion that she is not having a fun time in New York or anywhere right now.
Good.
Like legitimately.
Good. You don't have any
I
friends for a reason, honey. Your husband is a fucking monster.
I bet Baron is a monster behind closed doors.
I think he
And I've heard stories. There's stories out there.
I've heard
Yes,
he's
there are.
best friends with Tate and Tristan, whatchamacallums.
Mhm.
The
Andrew and
pedophiles.
Tristan. Yeah, Tate. The Tate
Yeah.
brothers.
I'm sorry.
He was the one who wanted him to go on Aiden Ross, the guy that smells people's seats after they get up.
Ugh. That weirdo.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That is some
Fucking
creepy ass shit.
Fucking ew. Fucking ew.
Diane, they want to know the creator's name again. That content creator.
Oh,
we just
JD
played.
Ross Childs. ROSS Child. CHILDS. Ross Childs.
I can't remember where I saw this, but it was something like, for a group of people who are against gender affirming care, we have a president that wears orange makeup, we have a vice president that wears eyeliner, and we have a SecDef installing a makeup chair into the Pentagon.
They are
Here's your thought.
Yeah.
And they all own ball tanners.
True.
You know what I think when I say, okay, you guys remember the ball tanning picture where it was like this big white thing and some dude standing on top of a mountain with the ball tanner like in front of his dick, you know what I mean? Like this. Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Do you guys remember that picture? Okay. So I have this image in my head, like when I see the charging stations at gas stations for cars, a bunch of naked dudes just standing there getting naked, fucking getting their balls tanned at the charging station at the gas station. I don't know why I see it. Every time I think about it, it's like it's the ball tan.
That's right. Unfortunate.
Okay.
I'm
Diane,
sorry.
you just reminded me of something from my childhood, and any other time I wouldn't share this, but it's pretty funny. When I was young in the 80s, Dolly Parton was a big deal. She was in 9 to 5, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. She was a big star. Okay, she's still in my mind. She's
still a big star.
She's always been a big star. But go ahead.
She'll always be a big star to me.
She has a special place in my heart. But I asked my parents when I was young how her boobies were so big, because I had never seen someone
such a rat
with that
well endowed. Yes.
Well, have you ever seen Benny? Benny's got massive testicles.
That's true, but I didn't know Benny when I was like 5, 7, something.
But I don't have a 24-inch waist. You see, there's a difference.
So my sweet parents told me that she just went to an air pump, like at a free air 7-Eleven style, and pumped up her boobs because they could not explain that to me. And I grew up like believing it until I realized that wasn't true. Anyway.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Oh my God.
I was like,
between the pumping of the boobs and the ball tanning at gas stations, just naked men, ass fucking out, all of it, and they get their balls tanned at the gas station as they're charging up their Teslas.
Everything's computer.
Oh shit.
You know, if you're gonna stand there, why don't you at least put a hole in it so you can stick your dick in something?
Thank you all very much. I love Tesla.
Tesla.
Don't just tan your balls. And wasn't there a big fad? Wasn't there a big fad about asshole tanning too before the ball tanning thing?
Taint
Bleaching.
Taint tanning.
I thought it was
and
asshole
bleaching. I was going to say bleaching. Yeah, bleach their
Asshole
bits.
bleaching.
Bleach bit.
That's
what that means?
I just remember, how do you tan your taint? Do you have to like lay out in the sun, put your knees over your head so your ass up in the air? Like I can't even. I'm too old.
You got to move your balls out of the way.
This is what you do, Diane. You put one foot through one hole and 1 foot through the other hole of a cinder block, you know, and then you just throw said cinder block in that position, and it holds it there so you can't really move until you're, you know, good and crispy, and you have enough pain to get the fuck up.
I imagine crispy taint smells like the rancest, like pork rind you've ever seen.
Please don't. Oh, you associated with something that I love. Now I can no longer love.
I couldn't eat mushrooms for the longest time, you guys. Like mushrooms were out of my fucking diet.
Yeah, they got to be well minced in order to eat them.
Yeah, Tucker's taint and testicle tanning stirrups. But you had Elizabeth, you had a salon name. Tucker's Taint and Testicle Tanning Salon.
Yes.
Man, that's another one that belongs on the new and improved Alcatraz. Get Tucker over there. Goodbye.
Bye, Tucker. Tucker,
I can hardly wait to see the downfall of all these motherfuckers.
I know Tucker is really bent. He's really bent at women. You know why? Because out of the $1 billion fortune he's going to get from Swanson, I hear he gets $1. Because his mother fucking disowned him.
Yep.
He could be bent.
She moved out of the country. She like gave birth to him, and like less than 2 years later, she was like, bye.
Really?
That is some mama. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mama drama. There's some deep mommy issues there.
They're so broken. Well, you know, it's kind of one of the things that IHIP always brings up is that the reason why MAGA is so easily duped is because they're all easily duped by stories in the Bible. That like Noah was 900 and he's rolling around on a fucking yacht with all these fucking animals, and that whoever can split the fucking Red Sea, and that there's burning bushes and fucking women with snakes for hair and fucking all sorts of shit. Like I don't even know. Oh yeah, I forgot about the dude that gets wasted with his daughters and they screw. Oh yeah, because you know he'd rather rape them than the whole army that's waiting outside. So whatever.
Technically, they got him drunk so they could screw him.
Yeah, I don't even know. Okay, I'm not a religious person. You guys know I'm fucking ultra atheist.
Yeah.
By the way, I have a God video that I want to share with you guys.
Oof, you're a pile of salt.
Yeah. What's this guy's name? I can't remember. The God video. Yeah.
I also think that's also why women that are in this movement are so subservient. Also,
yes.
Because they have grown up their entire life with like, I have to be submissive to my husband and my pastor.
Yeah. And Jesus.
So have you seen Jesus?
This guy, do you know how Stephen Fry is? He's a British guy. His arguments against God and his morals. And I found this on my Blue Sky and I just absolutely love it. And I'm sorry for anybody who's really super religious out there, but this is kind of how I feel. And I was like,
yeah, it's exactly how I feel as well.
What he said.
Yeah, what he said.
Bone cancer in children? What's that about? How dare you? How dare you create a world in which there is such misery that is not our fault? It's not right. It's utterly, utterly evil. Why should I respect a capricious, mean-minded, stupid God who creates a world which is so full of injustice and pain? That's what I'd say.
And you think you're going to get in on
No,
that?
but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to get in on his terms. They're wrong. Now, if I died and it was Pluto, Hades, and if it was the 12 Greek gods, then I would have more truck with it, because the Greeks they didn't pretend not to be human in their appetites and in their capriciousness and in their unreasonableness. They didn't present themselves as being all-seeing, all-wise, all-kind, all-beneficent. Because the God who created this universe, if it was created by God, is quite clearly a maniac, totally selfish, totally. We have to spend our life on our knees thanking him? What kind of God would do that? Yes, the world is very splendid, but it also has in it insects whose whole life cycle is to burrow into the eyes of children and make them blind. They eat outwards from the eyes. Why? Why did you do that to us? You could easily have made a creation in which that didn't exist. It is simply not acceptable. So, atheism is not just about not believing there's a God, but on the assumption that there is one. What kind of God is he? It's perfectly apparent that he is monstrous, utterly monstrous, and deserves no respect whatsoever. The moment you banish him, your life becomes simpler, purer, cleaner, more worth living.
Amen.
I don't know how else to say. Drop that mic and amen.
Yes, drop that mic. Drop that mic, Stephen.
Yeah, the atheist, like, when you think about it, you're like, yeah, if there was a God in this world, why are there the insects that eat the children's eyeballs out? Why are these horrible diseases? And why is there so much injustice? Why do we have slavery? Why is there any of it? Right? And then
why is there illness?
Yeah, you read when I never read the Bible, but when I hear about it and, we'll watch documentaries and stuff like this, I'm like, psh, this is such bullshit. I'm not buying it. And that's the thing, is the critical thinking part, what he just said. He was like, if there really is one, then why is there all this bullshit in the world? Yeah. And I totally agree. And so, and it was just like, it brings me back to why I got kicked out of fucking Sunday school. I got kicked out of Sunday school. My parents got ripped out of the church during the sermon, because I said, well, Jesus Christ is just like Santa. You just have to believe in it. And I thought the fucking you thought I took a shit in the middle of fucking Sunday school. The lady was so fucking upset. I'm like, what did I say? What did I do? It's just, I thought it was called faith. And you have to have faith that Santa Claus exists, just like you have to have faith that Jesus exists. To a fucking little child, that makes sense, right? Jesus.
Definitely does.
So
it definitely does.
Stop lying to kids about Christ and Christmas.
And Santa Claus, for fuck's sake. And so we never went back. We never went back. But whenever I hear about it, I go, do you know how ridiculous you sound? You think that fucking snakes are talking and I don't get you at all. And I think that's why it's so easily the MAGA and the religious are together, and that's also part of why it's so easy to manipulate these people, because they believe in all this bullshit, and they'll believe DINKY when he says they're eating the pets of the animals that live there.
They believe it.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
How dare you create a world?
And I also think that's how he's able to string them along with this tariff talk right now.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Yeah.
They just see it as,
to pay for more
we
eggs.
trust in him. We have faith in him. So
that's why they all keep saying, well, I guess we'll just see what happens. And what they don't realize is that by the time we see what happens, it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, what's going to be the red line? What is going to be the red line? I think it's when they come after guns. I do.
When they come after what?
Guns.
Oh.
Yeah.
If they try to take away 2A.
He's going to try to pull that fucking game.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, they already said they're going to try to pull that fucking game. They already said it. Cat's out of the bag.
I think it's going to be when there's empty shelves and there's no COVID to blame it on. And you can't blame it on Biden because he didn't put the tariffs on. So I don't know what you're bitching about, bro. But you just tanked the fucking economy and there's fucking nothing on the shelves. And your everyday comfort is no longer going to be there. And your salad supreme and your Montreal steak shake shit that you put on your meat is not going to be there anymore. And all your chicken is going to be salmonella. People are going to die because of this.
And not get the measles vaccine.
Yeah.
Which is like, we have like 16, 20 cases here in Oklahoma, but they're almost 700 in Texas. 700 in Texas.
Oh my God.
I've been watching this like week by week by week. And I'm telling you, this is worse than people are reporting. Now, whether that be either the government departments are not reporting it or the communities where they're seeing these outbreaks are not seeking medical care and are not reporting it.
Lindsay, I have a question. Yeah. For those who were, we got measles shot when we were kids and stuff. Are we okay?
Typically, you are. If you got your shots after 1967, I think is when the best efficacy for the vaccines had started to be rolled out to kids, you should be good. If you want to know for sure, you can go to your doctor and they can do what's called a titer test or an antibody test. And they can test you to see if you have enough immunity for your body if you come into contact with measles, if it has enough to fight it. I found out whenever I had a titer test to go to nursing school that even though I had chickenpox horribly at like 5 months old, I didn't get enough immunity. So I had to get a varicella booster before I could go to nursing school.
Wow.
So, and that was in 1986 is when I got chickenpox. And so I didn't get enough immunity from having it.
Right.
So they can run a panel for everything. They can run a panel for chickenpox, MMR. If you're not up to date on your tetanus, your Tdap, please do that because that is tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis, which is whooping cough. And whooping cough is making a massive comeback right now, especially in southern states.
Well, Lindsay, you've given us a ton of information, and I love having you on. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. We have 1 minute left, so why don't we give our little closing statements? We ask everybody to give a closing statement. Anybody want to go first?
Go ahead, Lindsay.
Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Keep your voice. Keep speaking out. Go watch, if you haven't already, it's been a minute, but go watch Jim Acosta's sign off whenever he quit CNN. Because that is the thing that I think of. Do not give in to the lies.
Yeah.
Do not give in to the lies. Keep fighting, keep speaking out, and keep resisting. That's it.
Anybody? Go ahead.
Well, my closing would be the kitten video I sent to 5 Eggs so everybody can see the kittens. And anybody who missed the Zoom, you missed a kitten live feed. So join the Zooms next time if you want to see the kitten live feed.
Yeah, Benny, go ahead.
Well, be loud.
Be loud.
Make good trouble. Do it. This is the last our last brouhaha, as it were.
It's our last stand, yeah.
So let's act that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? Seriously. And the next Zoom call we do that we watch something, and we watch The Dubious Friends of Donald Trump.
I was thinking about that one, and everybody wants to watch 2073, which I've never seen. There was Powder? Or is that another
Powder.
one? Yeah.
Powder's a very good movie.
Okay, so there's
yeah.
We've got some movies that we are interested in watching, and it was fun. I mean, I kind of like doing the Zoom thing because it's more free, a little bit more free. So yeah, I mean, I'm up for doing it. It's scheduling it in. That's the hard part. So
for anybody who wants to come, when we announce it, make sure you send the email stating that you want to be there for the Zoom movie or documentary, whatever we're doing.
We had 70 people send us their email. 70 people send us their email to watch the watch party. And I
know it was chock full.
Well, only like 20 or 30 showed up. So
yeah, I couldn't see everybody on the screen at all. There were that many people.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun, and we watched the comedy thing on Saturday night, and then part 1 and part 2 of Dark Money Game. It's on HBO. If you guys want to watch it, please do, because so you can catch up and get where we are and get into our headspace of what we just watched and witnessed. And I'll tell you, it's difficult to watch. It's hard as shit without fucking whipping your iPad across the room and not punching your computer in the face. So yeah, it's not easy.
It's
also part of the reason there was a kitten live feed for everybody, because you kind of needed it.
We needed the wind down of it. Yeah.
Decompression.
Yeah, for sure. And so,
decompression kitties.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody who joined us for that. And I'd like to thank everybody who's in our chat right now and our mods. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I didn't see any. Were there any trolls? I didn't really see any trolls today. So
I didn't see any. And thank you, Nords, for the gifted memberships.
Yes, thank you everybody for the gifted memberships and everybody for supporting the show. So we really, really appreciate all that you guys do.
Oh my God.
Are these your kitty, Spy?
Yes,
these are. So the one all by itself, they'll be a month old on Thursday. The one by itself, her name is Sage. The white one's a male. We're going to name it Snowball or Snowflake or something. The light gray one is a male. My little girl wants to name that one Smokey. And the two tabbies at the bottom that are wrestling, the one on its back is a male, and the other one's a female, and we're naming her Calypso. Callie for
Oh,
sure.
wow.
Aww.
So cute. So 3 boys and 2 girls?
Yeah. That's what we
Get
have.
that math right?
3 boys, 2 girls. It's funny. So anyway,
And as you can see, they're trying to climb out of this container that we have them in. So I'm going to have to break out the kid's playpen from when she was a baby.
Yeah. Because I'm sure there's lots of places they could get into trouble in your house, and the dogs and
Oh my gosh, yeah,
the gerbils, the dogs, yeah.
My God,
they are so cute.
There's still biscuits, Silas.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so cute. Happy kitties just running around, fucking with each other.
Happy kitties.
I like that they look like they're so drunk. They're still wobbly, on their legs.
Yeah, they're still weeble wobbly.
So adorable. I love it.
Love it.
Oh
my God.
So again, thank you so much for joining us on 21st Century Suffragettes. We will see you on Thursday. Lindsay, are you going to join us again?
I can.
Okay. If you're available, please join us again. So not only that, I love all the medical information. We shimmy around here. Shimmy. So that would be great to have you. And thank you again for joining us today. Spykin, Benny, love you girls. And we will see you on Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey, listen. Hashtag 21st Century Suffragette Raid over at Sons of Liberty.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be on Sons of Liberty. I forgot to make this announcement. Okay, on May 6th.
I've been busting his balls in his comments. It's about fucking time.
I know. Thanks. It's our first invite of any of us being invited on a show.
Nice. That's exciting.
Make us proud, Mama.
I'll make
Next Tuesday, we will roll straight into Sons of Liberty, because we will have our very own Diane Russell on Sons of Liberty.
I'm like nervous as fuck for it, dude. It's like I'm totally
nervous. Stop it. Stop it. Nothing to be nervous about.
Who are you going to be on with? Is it just you and him?
I have no idea. It's probably his like regular crew, the regular people that he's got on. I don't know. I'm not going to be good as Angry Ginger. Angry Ginger took over the show and just talked the entire time and just blah all over the show. It was pretty great.
Yeah. He's
it
always got good information. But yeah, hashtag 21st Century Suffragettes raid.
Yep. So
over at Sons of Liberty.
Let's go over there and raid those guys, and I'll thank them very much for the invite, and I can't wait to be there. So
yeah, sometimes you just got to kick that fucking door in.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to kick that fucking door down, right? Kamala Harris that's the drop. Sometimes you just got to kick that fucking door down, and she's like, "Oh, she didn't mean to swear." It's like, no, I don't. I want my politicians to be like, "Yeah, stop trying to, be so righteous." It's just like the Greek gods. I'd rather face the Greek gods because they were, they were like, "Oh we like to have tons of sex and drink everything," and
and then you need to kick that fucking door down.
Yes. That's right, Our Lady Kamala. We love you, and we wish you were actually our president.
We'll see you over 21st Century Suffragette raid over at Sons of Liberty. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Got there.
We'll see you guys Thursday. Thank you guys so much. Again, everyone. Peace out. Take care.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, couldn't reach the other way to burn, so yeah. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, have a motor with a dual quad. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of spot, oh no. Oh no. I don't care where she's always in my head. Don't ask me why. Probably start to cry, oh yeah.
Yes, we do drive Chryslers.
Sipping out of bitchin' cars, race the other way to Mars, oh no. Sipping out of bitchin' cars, they're gonna put me behind the bars, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, have a motor with a dual quad. I don't care what she's always in my hair. Don't ask me why. She'll probably start to cry. No.
We are trailing a long-haired Caucasian in a 1970 Dodge Super Bee. We are in pursuit right now. He's getting away from us. We lost him. License plate registered to a William Clark Gaffney. Hey, isn't that guitar guy? One time I heard him play Believer by Ozzy. It was sweet.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of spots, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, gonna race you all the way to Mars, oh no. Got everyone to do it. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, and motor into a quad. I don't care, cause she's always in my head. Don't ask me why, she will start to cry. Yeah.
Look how shiny it is, Grammy. It's so shiny. It's so shiny. It's so shiny.